It's in Pretty Lanisha's channel here, Fashion Beauty. Music by Youngspadez, guitar work on SoundCloud. Hey lovelies, I had a little bit of complications during this hairstyle. I will insert a clip of basically what I had to go through while doing this hairstyle. So basically I parted my hair into two sections, front and back, and I'll start working on the back first, and I'll part my hair in diagonal parts and twist them up to keep them out of the way, and I'll continue this going from left to right. So I'll make a diagonal part on the left side, then I'll make a diagonal part going towards the other diagonal part on the right side, and I'll keep this pattern up until I'm done with the bottom half of my head, as you can see. So I have like a half a triangle at the top right here. Basically, when I turn to the front, I'm gonna make the same diagonal parts going upwards towards my face, and I twist it up to get it out of the way. So I basically do the same thing on the other side, and I part it going towards the other diagonal part towards my face, and then you see that half triangle is now a full diamond, and I'm basically finished parting. So as you can see, I have that part, then I did 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 that part, and they all kind of connect in a way. So now it's time to do the tiny braids. So I do my edges because as I got older, I don't know if it's the baby, I don't know what it is, but ever since I had the baby, I feel like I'm losing my edges. So I have to hop on the baby hair trend just so I won't be edgeless. Anyways, I'm doing my tiny parts, and that's basically how I part out my tiny parts section by section, and I cornrow that section up in that tiny part, and I continue to do this throughout the rest of my head. I'm basically repeating the same things over and over. I'm parting out sections, I'm parting out sections. Well, now remember how I said it's supposed to overlap each other? Well, I didn't do that in the beginning. It was supposed to connect, but I didn't realize that's how I wanted it in the beginning. So basically I just parted that section out real quick so that they can connect, and now I'm parting out my piece for my tiny cornrow. And I did the tiny cornrow as I'm showing you guys. So I'm continuing the pattern. I'm parting out my hair for my tiny cornrow, and I'm doing that all the way until I get to the back. And then once I get to the back with braiding, I'm going to show you how they overlap. If you're wondering why I took that little tiny piece of hair out from my cornrow, it's basically because that is going to be basically a piece of baby hair that I will be swooping away into the twist. So I didn't want to cause extra tension on the front of my hair. I just want to note that this hairstyle is not going to come out the same each time you do it, or it depends on the hairline of certain people. I did this style on my cousin and it didn't come out exactly the same that I did it on myself. So just have fun, make it your own, do your own thing with it, and it will come out great. So now here's the part where they overlap. So right here you already see the diagonal part going across, and I'm following that from the front all the way to the back. It's very self-explanatory once you see it. So you just kind of want to keep making X, like an X, but it will create that diamond shape. So you keep overlapping your parts, and it will begin to make that square or diamond shape that you want. Over here I realized I want the braid to go further down, so I'm making that part go further down to create more of that diamond shape, and I'm gonna braid the previous braid further down so the braid that I was working on can overlap it as well. So now you're gonna see me part, and that whole piece right here is gonna go into this braid that I was previously braiding. So as you see, I'm continuing the braid straight down, and after I'm done, you're gonna see how it basically makes that diamond part. So right here I'm just showing you I'm about to create another skinny braid. I'm just showing you where that is going to take place. So I'm going to do this side and I'm going to cornrow that skinny braid down by that only diamond. Remember in the beginning I had just a diamond left in the middle, so that is where I'm going to start to create that one skinny braid right there. I'm also showing you how I basically get that overlap of my skinny braid over each other. So I just showed you the parting right there. You see how I parted it and now the braid is overlapping. So basically you do that same process throughout your whole entire head and it will form the diamond shape. Now this part that I'm showing is basically the bottom of that diamond that I previously showed you, which I'm going to show you again. And this braid is not going to be there permanently. It's just there to get it out of the way so I can see what it's looking like. Eventually throughout the video you're going to see me take it out and make a braid connect to it. Now in the recap I'm showing you how I previously part my hair. The green is for a diagonal part I previously had. The red is for a part that I created. So basically in the recap on the left I showed you that I created that part to make this diamond shape, which was that red arrow going down, and I previously already had a diagonal part from the beginning when I was parting my hair that I showed you in the beginning of the video. So that red diagonal arrow going down is basically where I parted to make my skinny braid, as you see here. So I will keep putting these recaps so you already see the green. The green was what I already had. And the different colors as the red and the yellow is basically the part that I just created. So it's a new part. So I'm showing you I had that yellow parted already, and I'm turning around and I'm showing you that I previously had that braid, and that yellow part is going to go straight back to where I had that previous cornrow. You see that previous cornrow is now out. I took that out. So I'm braiding where I had that yellow arrow. I made a skinny part so I could do my skinny braid, and that is going straight back. So you saw where I had that skinny braid in the back. That is now being connected. It was taken out and now it's being connected to what I had that yellow arrow in the front. I hope you are catching on, you are getting this. I'm doing these arrows, I'm doing these recaps in hopes that you are getting this. So yeah, saw that I made that skinny braid on the side, right? That was a previous braid. So now I'm making a row behind that braid, which is what I'm going to connect to that braid that I said, oh, I'm just making this and I'm going to take this out in the future. I just want to get it out of the way so I can see where I'm at. So that braid is finally being taken out. Remember I said y'all going to see that further along in the video. So that braid is finally being taken out and is being cornrowed up. It's finally being connected to another braid. So another recap. You saw I made that braid, right? Now I'm doing the exact same thing on the other side. I'm taking hair out and eventually you'll see where I'm getting at. You'll see where I'm connecting to. Just follow the recaps. Press pause. Look carefully. Rewind. If you get confused a little bit, I am like delivering this video as clear as I can. I'm doing arrows, I'm doing recaps so you can understand a little bit better. So if you get a little confused, just basically pause, rewind it back, watch it again, look carefully, and you'll definitely get and understand what I am doing. One thing I also want to point out is if you haven't noticed, I have a pattern. If I do one side, I do the other side. So let's say I made a part going diagonally across on the right side. The next time you'll see me braid and do a part going diagonally across on the left side. So basically I go from right to left when I make these diagonal parts. Now these parts are starting to curve because our head is not flat, so I'm following the shape of my head. So that's my little last tiny cornrow. I know you can't really tell from the way I have my hair pulled out of the way, but that's my last cornrow. Now I'm just doing my baby hair because like I said, I don't want my edges to be snatched up. I want them to be snatched, slayed for the gods. So I'm joining the baby hair game crew, I guess you could say. Anyways, this is the finished product. I did bantu knots in hopes that you could actually see the diamond shaped parts and designs, but my bantu knots were too long and doofy looking, so you couldn't really see it anyway. Now, for you guys that were complaining in the last video that you could not see what I'm doing, I hope this is slowed down enough for you guys to see exactly what I'm doing. I part the hair. I put the synthetic hair in between. I close the hair back up with a rubber band. Let me stop. Okay, now on a serious note, basically I part my hair in two. I put the KANEKALON braiding hair in between. I close it up with a rubber band. I pull it so it could be tight. Then I twist the hair in the same direction, and then as you see, I'll overlap it and I begin to twist my hair in the KANEKALON hair together and twist and twist. Like, I'm not the best at Senegalese twist, so that's why mine's come out loose every time. It doesn't come out as a perfect rope twist. So if you want to see a perfect rope twist tutorial, you will have to look that up. You will not be getting it from me because mine just don't come out as that tight perfect Senegalese rope twist. Anyways, I'm showing you this a few times. I hope, like I said, it's slowed down enough for you guys to grasp what I'm doing. I thought it was clear enough in the previous video, but I guess it wasn't, and I'll be showing you two ways that I do it. Now, I looked through my comments. A lot of you guys know I reply back, or I try to reply back to all my comments, whether they're positive or negative. I try to give everybody attention in the comments box because I do tell y'all to comment. If the comments are way too negative, I just delete it because I don't feel like dealing with the nonsense. Y'all just not gonna get it from me. But if it's not too negative, I'll reply back. It's not that serious. I actually laugh at a lot of the negative comments. Anyway, I'm showing you the second way you guys told me to do it, which is the crochet needle. Basically, I have the rubber band loose. I take the KANEKALON hair and I latch it onto the latch hook and I pull it through and I tighten the rubber band and I do the Senegalese method, which I try to explain, but I'm not good at explaining it. And if you want to see a better tutorial, you would just have to look one up. Anyways, I decided to show you how I routed my hair as well. You can route your hair how you want to, but for those that want to see it, here it is. I use boiling hot water and I dip my hair in the boiling hot water. And basically I let it dry it off, and I take the rods out, put some mousse and some oil sheen on there, and I'm done. The style is done. And for those who want their hair done, I'm not taking anybody off of YouTube. I'm actually not taking anybody at all until my son is done with being nursed, because I'm not currently in a salon. And for those that show up, thank you so much for showing up, but there's a lot that hit me up and they want their hair done and they never show up. So I have to basically take my son out of his comfort zone for someone to watch him so I can do you guys hair. And when you guys do not show up, that basically wastes time and money for me. So to avoid that, I'm just going to wait until I can go back to the salon, and I will start back taking clients, because I can't keep putting him out of his comfort zone just for some cash. You know, I'd rather him be comfortable than anything. Lovelies, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked this tutorial. I hope you was able to grasp what I was doing in this tutorial, and give me your feedback in the comments below. Let me know how you feel, if you like it, if you don't like it, and hit that notification bell. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the info bar for more information. Follow me on my Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter to check out my previous and next videos. Until next time, lovelies, later.